Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for being here with me. I am going to do another pearl puddle pour painting. Say that 3 times fast. And I'm gonna do it a little different. So I have been really enjoying puddling the color and then puddling the pearl on top of it. I think it gives a really pretty design. But I wanted to puddle multiple colors on top of one another and then puddle the pearl. So the outer rim will have multiple layers to it. So I'm really excited to see how that comes out. I'm using, actually, instead of a white or a black base this time, I'm using ultramarine violet light hue. So I have a yellow gold, a cerulean blue, a middle green, a pyrrole red, and then for my kind of pop of darker color, I'm using blue violet because the base will be the light violet color. So here, I'll show you the colors up here, and then we can get started. So these are my colors. I'm so excited. They are bright and happy, and that's what I'm gonna do. All right. Let's paint. All right, so I'm going to start with the puddle of purple on here. And what I have found is if I pour just a big puddle and then kind of stretch it out, it gets a little bit too thick in the middle. So I'm actually going to just pour this in a ring, kind of the shape of the canvas, to make sure that my paint is leveled out. And then I can stretch it just a little bit if I need to. I'm gonna have a lot of colors on here and a lot of rings of colors, like multiple layers of them. So I do want to make sure that I give this enough space to kind of grow as the paint spreads out as well. Okay, I think that's a good start right there. Need to give this a good torch again. I'm excited to use this different color too. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do, I'm only gonna do just a few of each color because then I'm gonna go back in with the additional rings of color. So like I'm gonna do a blue here and not a lot. Oh, I guess I'll do a blue there. It's dripping, it's dripping. I probably should hold, maybe I could be smart about it and just hold a little thing underneath it. One blue up here, and one blue. There, okay, good. I listened to myself. Yellow there, not a lot. Yellow there. I'm telling this for myself, mostly, not you. There. I still think I'm gonna wreck it the same way I've really been liking just going through. I don't know, I might add one more. Do I want one more yellow as the bottom? No, I think I'm good. My green. Shouldn't have put them so close together probably, but they'll have another color on top, so that's okay. Okay, my red, where do I want this? This is the bright pop of color here. Oh, this is so pretty on this purple. Ooh. Okay, I got a little zealous there, overzealous. I definitely want one over here. Dang, do I want one somewhere else? Okay, no, I think I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna put a purple right here. These colors are gonna start to merge into one another as I pour these out. I've got both my purples on the end, so they're probably gonna go off, so I definitely wanna make sure I get another one in there. Okay, so now I'm gonna come back through and my next layer, I'm gonna layer them over top. Now there are multiple combinations that you could do of this. You could pick a color and layer only with that other color, or you could just kind of go crazy with it. I think for this first one, I'm just gonna kind of go crazy with it. I'm not gonna have like a rhyme or reason. Oh, if I had counted them out, I could have maybe just made sure that I did one color on each one, but I didn't do that. So, all right, I've got 3 purples layered on a color. Do I want to layer a purple on a yellow? I feel like I don't. Okay, now my next one, I'm trying to look at where the colors are as well to not get them directly. Oh, that was not perfectly in the center of that one. To not get them exactly next to another one, but I may have to like draw this one out to plan it visually the next time for like exactly where the colors will go. But I don't normally like to be that organized. Do I want another red one somewhere? Be up here. I think maybe I'll go crazy and do like 3 colors. Okay, got a green here. Green here. Green there. I feel like this is going to be so cool. I'll do a blue right here. Blue on the purple. Got, oh no. Dang. Okay. Crisis averted there. And I need to fix this little ring. Okay. Now where was I with my blue? Okay, I'm gonna do a blue here. Gosh, this is difficult. I already did a blue on a purple, a blue on a red, a blue on a green. How about a blue on a yellow? And then for my yellow, this is getting complicated, y'all. Okay, got that. A yellow on a purple, maybe right here. One more. Do I have one on green? I don't think so. I'm sure somebody's going to look back at the video and be like, yes, you did. It was right there. Okay, so I've got a lot of, I have some leftover ones. I don't know, do I leave those empty or do I go back in with another color? Maybe another red one here. And then maybe, I've got a green, I've got a red. Maybe a yellow one on this blue. Got a lot of green in the center there as well. Maybe I'll do a purple on that red. I don't know. Do I come back in with it? Maybe this first one, I'm just going to leave it with the 2 rings of color. And then I can do another one. If I like this, I can do another one and add multiple, like go real crazy with it and add multiple. This is my idea of crazy in the studio. Okay, so I've just got a couple left over. What color do I want to do? Gosh. Man. That is tough to try to figure that out. Okay, I have 2 right here. I'm going to do blue on this yellow. And I'm going to do, I feel like I want to do blue on this purple too. Oh, okay. So I've got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Okay, I'm trying to figure out how many of each pearl I should do. 15, 18, 21. Okay, so I've got my violet. I will do one here, one here, one here. Ooh, this is, I love this. I just like it as geometric shapes. Okay. One here. This is red. I feel like I want one more right there. Phew, okay, green. These take like a while to get situated, and then they take like 5 seconds to stretch out. I'm super interested to see how this is going to come out though. Okay, my blue. Blue on a blue. Blue on a purple. Blue on a yellow. Ooh, missed that drip. Okay, now my violet. I know I'm missing some. I think it will be which color do I want to do on these last few? I don't know where I put the other ones, so put blue right here. And I'm just missing these two, so I will pick a yellow for this one. And I will pick a red for this one. All right, done. Oh, okay, that took a long time, I'm sorry. If you are gonna try this one, I highly suggest you plan it out ahead of time, where you're gonna put your colors, what colors you're gonna lay over one another. I think that would have made it a lot easier. And I feel like I am missing something right here, but I'll try to stretch to that side. I feel like it's more condensed here and more open here, but I'm done already and I'm not gonna layer anymore. So let's go ahead and drag through these. I'm gonna do some smaller lines here. I hope this comes out really cool because I want to experiment around with it more. Trying to get 2 or 3 lines through each little puddle. Let's see if that actually works out. Okay, back around the other way. Oh, I hope this works out. I mean, it's looking pretty cool. Okay. What do we think? What do we think? I think I need to get my gloves on. Oh, I hope this is going to work out. I think it will. Yeah, but the possibilities are endless with this one. And I actually want to do one where it doesn't have a base, but just ringlets of color over and over and over until it fills up the space with the pearls on top. And I think I'll paint that canvas black to start with, but have the colors as just, or maybe even I don't have to. Oh, this is how all the ideas start like working. Okay, I'm gonna stretch. I am gonna stretch to this side first, just because that had less colors on there. Now I'm gonna go back to this side, trying to make sure I cover my edges, because with the pearl paints, it's a lot harder to go back and touch up because they just don't look the same right out of the tube as they do when you poured them. Okay, this is pretty interesting. One, the background gives it a very different vibe. Two, where did that drop of blue come from? No, so I'm like, where? I don't want to put my fingers over it yet because I'll drip more, but where did that come from? What is that? Did I drip that? Okay. I think I fixed it. Okay. So the background gives it a very different vibe. I love this purple. It is really pretty. The colors, I got the different rings around them. The design itself, like the way that I wrecked it, I'm not as in love with, and I wish I'd had them a little bit more uniform. But like I said, it was busier on this side than on this side. But overall, I think it's a pretty interesting piece. All right, do my sides and I'll show you. Ta-da! It's super cool. So now I want to try puddling more colors, and I want to do the one where I don't use a base. I just puddle the colors. So more to come. Look at that. I still love when I'm doing the puddles that those colors come through. Like the green is the lines through this one. The purple are the lines through that one. Super cool. I can't thank you all enough for sticking with me for this long and watching my videos and liking and sharing. I really appreciate it. It means the world to me. Thank you so much for keeping me going. I appreciate you all. I'll show you how it dries. So this was a really interesting experiment, and I do think I'm going to keep playing around with this. Maybe even do one of them without pearls. And I do also want to do one of these with a cream base and autumn colors, because everybody tells me that they look like autumn flowers. But for this one, it's super interesting to have the double rings of color and then the pearl on top. You definitely got the pearl effect. You can see how they shimmer. Let me see if I can get you. You can see they're like metallic. The yellow really showed up nicely on all of these, really. On the green, on the purple. That's the violet there. Super duper cool. So definitely shifts in the light. I love the purple background on this one, and I feel like it's got lots of pops of yellow, which complement it really well. And for composition, I was worried about this section, but I've got one over here and one big one over here, and then the rest kind of have a motion up like that in the center. So I'm actually really happy with that too. So super fun experiment. I think I'm gonna try to plan it out a little bit better this next time and do maybe 3 puddles of colors or even 4 colors of puddles. And I still have the one idea of painting the canvas a darker color and then doing no base coat and just doing the puddles. So lots more experiments to come. But thank you for watching this one, and I hope that you liked it. Happy painting, everyone. Bye.